Hello everyone. So I'm Nessrine Mezzi. So I'm postdoc fellow from Pasteur Institute. I'm molecular genetics and bioinformatician and co-founder of INERFA, a health tech startup focused on innovating solutions for rare diseases. So I'm honored to share with you today PREMEDIT for precision medicine in Tunisia. So by definition, in USA, rare diseases is diseases affecting fewer than 200,000 people in USA population. However, in Europe, a prevalence of 1 in 2,000 people was specified in order to define this group of diseases. So worldwide, we have 7,000 identified rare diseases, with more being identified every day. So 80% of them are of genetic causes, and mostly they are life-threatening. So collectively, rare disease patients could make up the third most populous country in the world. So just imagine the scale. In order to get an accurate diagnosis, patients with rare disease can wait for 8 years. So it is not just time, it is several years of frustration, uncertainty, and misdiagnosis. So during this long period, patients could consult with up to 7 clinicians, which highlights the urgent need and the unmet need for healthcare coordination and patient support. Adding to that, the huge burden of financial support before to be successfully diagnosed. So in Tunisia, through a meta-analysis of data, we have identified the spectrum of genetic diseases in Tunisia, and then we identified 589 genetic diseases caused by over 800 mutations, and more than 40% of these diseases are of unknown molecular etiology. So 62% of genetic diseases described in Tunisia are autosomal recessive. What does it mean? What does it mean? It means that patients inherit the same disease-causing copy of the gene from their parents, which could mainly due to consanguinity that could reach 30% of Tunisian unions in our country. So at least we have in Tunisia 7,000 affected Tunisian patients. So as I said, there are approximately 600 genetic diseases in our country. However, the information still fragmented, so which creates a big challenge in diagnosing, and which allow time-consuming research. So these challenges implicate several applications, including the molecular medicine limitations, the lack of early testing, the complex, and create a complex genetic landscape in the country. So PREMEDIT. So PREMEDIT is a result of several years of pioneering of cutting-edge research in our pioneering lab at Pasteur Institute of Tunis. So through this work, we have not only defined the spectrum of genetic diseases, but we were able also to identify specific features of genetic diseases in our country, specified to Tunisian population. So, knowing the urgent need to centralize and to make use of this valuable knowledge, we decide to translate our research findings into real-world impact. This is how INERFA was born. So PREMEDIT is our very first solution. It is our flagship solution. It is an open access. It will be an open access, accessible, and centralized platform that integrates an expert-curated database and provide access to latest result of research on human genome mutations and genetic diseases. So PREMEDIT integrates also an intelligent diagnostic support tool based on AI algorithm, and it also will empower collaborations between stakeholders. So in brief, PREMEDIT is from data cost to diagnose accuracy or clarity. So here our approach and our technology overview. So the first step, it is almost data creation by experts in the field, and in order to build knowledge base with automated data transformation pipelines. So then we extract knowledge and patterns. So we analyze the genome mutations and extract knowledge, valuable knowledge. And we also identify symptoms responsible for these diseases. So this phase is an AA module, and the last phase is deploying of the knowledge in order to predict the impacts on human body and help clinicians to diagnose these complicated diseases. So here our vision. So by PREMEDIT, we aim to reshape the landscape of healthcare system for patients with rare diseases, and ushering an era where every individual can navigate through her healthcare journey with confidence and autonomy. So here our journey so far. So by February 2022, we were able to define our team in order to begin the design phase of PREMEDIT platform, and then we were able to establish a functional prototype of PREMEDIT, and by December 2025, we aim to finalize the extended proof of concept. So at PREMEDIT, trust is the core of everything, and from the beginning, we were able to collaborate with key stakeholders and partners in the country, but also we were trusted by investors, which validate our solution and empower us to validate the other solutions at INERFA. So here as main future milestones, our main future milestones, including the beta testing phase with this year in order to expand our services in Africa. So it is my pleasure to share with you PREMEDIT platform. I will give you a closer look at the PREMEDIT platform. So these screenshots will highlight the key features of PREMEDIT and demonstrate how users could interact with the system. So here we have diseases. Yeah, with the HPU annotations, alternative names of the disease, the gene responsible for disease, inheritance mode, and other options. So the user can search by disease, by genes, by mutations, or also by symptom analysis. And in order to combine all of these features, it is an advanced search. Yes, here the gene table. Information related to the gene, and that's it. So together, let's transform lives and pioneer a future free from constraints of rare genetic diseases. Thank you.
Do we have any questions for Nessrine?
Yeah, thank you very much for this talk. I'm just wondering, how are you storing your data? Is it like an SQL database? Is it a knowledge graph base? What are we talking about?
Yes, at the beginning, it was a local database in our lab. So during this journey, we have a big issue with centralized data because the data was fragmented between local database in hospitals and grey literature, and in Tunisia we have a real problem of genetic diseases. mainly due to consanguinity. So when we detect this big issue of fragmented data, we decided to centralize this information into a validated database by combining all data in one tool, in one platform that encompasses data, genetic data, mutation, allelic, clinical data relative to genetic diseases described among the nations. Yeah.